Gift of healing. What is gift of healing? There are so many wrong understandings about gift of healing. First of all, we have to understand Jesus Christ gave power and authority to all his disciples to heal the sick and to cast out demons. You can see in Matthew chapter 10:1, Luke chapter 9:1, he sent his disciples to heal the sick and cast out the demons along with sharing gospel. When he was sending his disciples to preach the gospel, he sent them power and authority to heal the sick and to cast out demons. You may be thinking that, oh, that is only for 12 disciples. That is not true. If you go to Luke chapter 10, Jesus Christ sent 70 people, 70 disciples to preach the gospel. We found them, they were casting out demons. They were also given the power and authority to heal the sick, cast out demons. We can see after Jesus Christ left this earth, his disciples were continuing doing the work of the ministry. In Acts chapter 5:16, we can see the disciples of Jesus, they were healing the sick. All disciples were doing this because all disciples got the power and authority from Jesus Christ. This power is given to all believers. Everyone who believes in Jesus Christ, who receive new life in Jesus Christ. If you go to Mark chapter 16 verse 18, there Jesus Christ was mentioning some of the characteristics of his disciples. There he mentioned that one of the specific characteristics of his disciples is that they can heal the sick. So healing the sick is normal for all believer. All believer can pray for sick people and they can heal the sick people. We have to understand this first. Then you may be thinking about, then what about this gift of healing? Gift of healing is a specific gift for ministry when you need this. There are specific incidences where you may not be having enough faith to heal the sick. You are healing the sick, but in some specific incidences, you may not be having enough faith to pray and heal the sick. Holy Spirit will give you that gift. Holy Spirit will help you to receive this gift and to operate under the guidance of Holy Spirit to heal the sick. That is what gift of healing is. God gives this specific gift so that you can use it in the ministry to help out others. Understand, like all other gifts, this gift also is for the glory of the Lord, given by the Lord for the work of the ministry, so that others will be benefited. Not for personal glory, but for helping others in the ministry, and the glory goes to the Lord. I can give you an example from my ministry. Year 2019, we were ministering in Bangladesh. And one particular city, we as a group, we were moving into different villages and praying for the sick people, and we were sharing gospel. And there are so many people who are getting healed and they are hearing the gospel. In that particular time, one of my friend who was from Sweden, he was ministering in a particular church. He was conducting a healing meeting there. So he invited us in the church to help him out to pray for the sick. So we went there as a group, and as I reached that place, that church, I found there are a lot of sick people sitting there, mostly teenagers. And in the front row, there was a girl who was suffering from polio. Because of polio, her legs are like skeleton, thin, and she could not walk. That is what she confessed. She never walked. She was sharing that with the church. And as I saw that, God was telling me that you have to pray for that girl and you have to heal that girl. And I was not having that much faith to pray for that girl, even though I saw some paralytic were getting healed previous day in our ministry. Honestly, I was not having that much faith to pray for that girl. And I told the Lord, I cannot do it. You please send someone else. God said, no, you have to do it. So when we start praying with the sick people, I purposely avoided her. I went to someone else and I prayed for an elderly man and he got healed from his knee pain. Then I prayed for another young boy. He also got healed from his sickness. And after almost half an hour, I went back to that girl and I found there are a lot of people prayed for her and she was in tears because she could not receive healing. And God was telling me, now you pray for her. So me and my two friends, three of us, we started praying for her. And we were praying for almost 1.5 hours. And after that, we were continuously seeing improvement in her body. And one particular time, she stood up of her own and she started moving. She started walking. Then she started running. We all got surprised because it was the power of God. It was Lord who healed her. I was not having that much faith in me to pray for her. It was God who gave me that faith to pray for her. And God healed her. We want to give glory to the Lord. When you are in need, you can ask God for gift of healing. When you do not have enough faith in your heart to pray for certain sickness, certain sick person, you can ask God. God will give you gift of healing so that you can operate in gift of healing, so that other person will receive healing and you can glorify God. I was asking God for help and I believe God gave me this special gift of healing in my heart.